taste. Bitter. Disappointing even. And it kind of reminds me of this Mass Effect news. Let's get into it. So, the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster. To say it's a meme at this point, that might be a bit of an understatement. Like, we cover it here on the channel on, I'd say, at the minimum, a bi-weekly basis. There's constant leaks, whether it's editions of the game, names for the game, release windows, developmental updates, store listings, people pre-ordering the dang game. It is truly the worst kept secret when it comes to gaming. The people have been ready since the start of this year, but EA and BioWare remained tight-lipped on when exactly they want to reveal this game. It was supposed to be in the month of October that this game gets revealed and released, but now it seems it's been delayed. So this information comes from Jeff Grubb, the one who really got the hype train going when it came to the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster. And now he's saying it's 2021. So there's a lot of information to go over in this article. I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to get loud at times. So just be warned. All right? Just be warned. Electronic Arts still hasn't revealed Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and that's for a reason. The publisher originally planned to launch the remastered trilogy that I first reported on back in May with an October reveal and release. But now EA and developer BioWare are pushing that release into early 2021 according to people familiar with development. All right, so we've got a name now. I'm still going to call it the Trilogy Remastered because it's something with remasters, right? I called out THQ on it. They had a little bit of beef with it. They had an issue with it. I don't know if EA will ever clap back, but these remastered names need to stop. Legendary Edition. What happened to Shepherd's Pie, right? Like, that's a cool name. I would totally buy Mass Effect Shepherd's Pie. You get 3 slices of the Mass Effect pie. Hello? Someone hire me. Gosh. The primary factor holding up development beyond the pandemic is the original Mass Effect game. It currently does not live up to the quality of the rest of the package. It would make a poor first impression for new players, and it might disappoint fans who then won't go on to play and experience the impressive upgrades for Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. This is a problem with both the visuals and gameplay. The people working on the game understand the issues and they want to do right by the fans. So that's the good news. This is something that we really wanted, right? We knew Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 played well enough between the abilities and as well as the third-person gunplay. It was sound enough. Could it use some fine-tuning? Sure, of course, but that was sort of to be expected. Mass Effect 1 was sort of the outlier. A fantastic adventure, bold, different, and new, especially for its time, but that third-person shooting gunplay, you can even see it in the gameplay I'm using in this video. It just looks, terrible. And so that's fine. It's an old game, right? It's excusable. It's understandable. All I'm saying is, like, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII might play better than Mass Effect, the first one. Okay, so I think it's a great choice to try to overhaul the systems a little bit when it comes to Mass Effect 1. Make them concurrent. And I admire the effort being put in. The Mass Effect franchise needs to be treated with respect, something that hasn't happened a lot. So this is the good news, right? Maddie, why are you bummed, man? Well, not only the delay, right? Like, it's very disappointing. I was looking forward to playing it this month in what seems to be, from my recollection, a relatively empty month. But what's really disappointing you, Matt? You look like you got something on your chest. Okay, let's just go. But one of those aspects fans won't get to experience, regardless of how much time BioWare gets, is the multiplayer. EA doesn't plan to include the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer in this package. Something like that would turn this remaster into a live service game, and that is likely not worth the investment. The publisher could instead put those resources into Apex Legends or another cooperative shooter, although that is just my speculation. Josh, censor me, brother. Censor me and save the monetization. Mother! God! Bro. Dude, like, come on. What the This is all fun. This is like I think it's the best part of the Mass Effect package when it comes to Mass Effect 3. The Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is amazing. And it's gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. Oh, man, like, even if they're making chump change, dude, just sell the crates. Like, what the f***? Come on. Oh, man, I can't be the only one who's that upset about it, man. Like, this was the thing. I was like, please bring it back, man. Like, I know it's a flog shot, but please bring it back, and they're not doing it for Apex Legends. I like Apex Legends, but, like, what is it with these big live service games killing all the little ones, right? Like, the way I look at it is, Paragon was a really cool third-person MOBA. That did not have to die because of Fortnite. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is awesome, and people would pay to enjoy some of the cosmetics or whatever you want to add to it every now and then. Why does Apex Legends have to cannibalize that? Oh, this was my one chance to finally prove a point. Ah, shit, dude. Oh my God. I need a bite of my apple. There we go. Nice, bitter, awful taste. Mass Effect Legendary Edition will, however, include all the downloadable content for all 3 Mass Effect games. This will enable players to get the full experience included in the purchase price. No price is going to be mentioned here in this video. This might disappoint fans, but that's on me and not EA or BioWare. They're holding back until they are certain. Look, dude, I'm not one of those people who like goes and blames the leaker when news disappoints. Like, I don't blame Jeff at all, right? Like, because the way I look at it is like, he did me a favor, man. Like, I was hyped to see Mass Effect's possibly coming back, and knowing that it's coming back is enough. Am I emotional over no multiplayer? Yes, clearly. But the trade-off is Mass Effect 1 will be better, gameplay-wise and visually, hopefully animation-wise. That is exciting. And I wonder how far they're going to carry it. Does this mean they're remaking it, by the way? No, they are not remaking Mass Effect 1 from what I'm gathering from this article. They are fine-tuning it, making it better, implementing later systems from the game into this older game. That does take time. Some people see this as a blessing in disguise because for them, the fall season is busy. And I understand that completely as someone who covers like all of the games coming out. November is going to be busy. I was looking forward to covering Mass Effect leading up into that, but it appears that we will continue to cover lots of leaks as this continues on, this hilarious thing that just will not get officially revealed. Now, this information comes from Destructoid. This is also very important. Jeff Grubb was on a podcast called the Xbox Expansion Pass podcast, and on there he says that EA has multiple games coming to the Nintendo Switch, and Mass Effect is definitely not one of them. Not yet, anyhow. If that happens, it won't happen in the 1-year window that they talked about in their last shareholder meeting. This obviously does conflict a little bit with him initially saying that Mass Effect will come to the Switch, just not right away. Jeff goes on to post a tweet that was tagging his article saying a couple of things here. It's a delay insofar as I said it was coming in October. EA has never said anything publicly about this, with the exception of Andrew Wilson saying that they had more remasters coming in a May earnings call. Gonna let EA announce it before I say more. So it appears there's more information that is on the table here. It's just that Jeff is not going to report it. So this may be, watch, I'm going to jinx it, but this may be one of the last Mass Effect style reports that's going to come from Jeff. The rest has to either leak on a website or someone else has to step up with more information. It's funny, right? You'd think with like all of the Mass Effect videos I made and how much traction they've gained, you would genuinely think like a insider would reach out and be like, here, Matt, here's a little information for you. Nope. We're out here on our own, baby, doing our own thing, yelling into a microphone. Now, this hasn't stopped leaks from occurring. There are still websites seemingly putting up fake listings called the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster. This is likely because of the hype that's building and people know it's going to happen. One thing worth keeping an eye out for is this image right here. Here we can see the Mass Effect Trilogy with exclusive artwork, Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, and people thought, hey, this is it right here. This is what's going to come with the Legendary Edition. The reality is, though, that this was a marketing image used for the Mass Effect Trilogy back when it released many years ago on the PS3 and Xbox 360. A lot of people took notice of the multiple discs on the bottom of the screen, Mass Effect 2 having 2 discs, Mass Effect 3 having 2 discs, and when people looked up the PS3 version, you'll see that there's only 1 disc for each. The reason for this is Blu-ray discs hold more data, so they don't need multiple discs. It was one of the cool parts I felt about the PS3. Meanwhile, for the Xbox 360, you'll see the image and disc layout is the same for that promotional image. So yeah, it's gonna keep happening. We're gonna still see these website leaks, but unless we see new assets that suggest this is actually the Mass Effect Legendary Edition and not just a rehashed trilogy, try not to fall for them. I just wanted to put that out there here at the end of the video. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster delayed. One's getting some type of like remake or like fine-tuning, so to speak, and there's just so much to absorb here. So with that, I pass it off to you. What do you think? Let me know. Are you depressed about the multiplayer? Don't let your boy hang out here by himself. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys soon, all right? Be sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below. Big thank you to all the patrons who continue to kill it, as well as the members. Appreciate each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.